Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Miss C's Cottage. This is your Friday Sit and Knit. I'm Miss C, and this is Miss C's Cottage, home of the Sun Bunny. But today we're not making Sun Bunnies. You have to wait till Sunday. And Sunday we're working on the monkey. No Sun Bunnies this week for you, unless you're doing them by yourself, which is okay. I love it. There's my Bonnie girl. And Leanie. Sally Stevens, hello, hello, sweetheart. I'm so glad you came today. Okay, hi ho, 3 in a row. Leanie, Bonnie, and Sally. I guess I'll try to be back in 107 minutes. No, I'm not coming on in 107 minutes. I'm on right now. I just forgot to change the time. It says schedule for later, and I just forgot to do that, but I come on at 12 o'clock. Yep, I'm here. Yep, I'm here. And there's Marlene. Hello, hello. And Tammy is here. Hello, Flower. Tammy, you are so welcome here at the cottage. And there's my baby Boomer from the peninsula in Virginia, my baby girl Kitty. And Barbara's here. Hello, hello, Barbara. Welcome to the cottage. I am sitting behind the extra camera today because I think I finally figured out how to do it so you can see. Antonia, welcome from Arizona. Antonia, how did you hear about the cottage? I'm kind of interested to know. Welcome to the cottage. This is Miss C's cottage, and I'm Miss C. And the cottage is the home of the Sun Bunny that we crochet, and we give them to people so that they know that Sun Bunny loves them. And if you'd like a pattern, just Gmail me, and I will Gmail one right back to you. And then you can make Sun Bunnies for people that you love so that they will know that unconditionally someone loves them. And there's Jeanette, my favorite person. When you get it right, don't touch it. No, I'm not. I'm not touching it, Honest Bunny. I'm not touching it. I've got hands way out here to the side. And you know what this is a frame, picture frame. You slide something up in, but I've got the camera attached to it, and I'll show you what's on the camera just for a second. I wanted you to know that you are welcome to have cinnamon rolls or Oreo cookies or cookies with frosting and sprinkle today with your coffee. Okay? Yeah. Oops. Forgot to go back to the other camera. I'll get it together one of these days. No, I won't. I'll get it together and then I won't remember where it is. That's, just another piece of my body is going. Margie! Hello, 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 my arrow lover. Antonia, where did you come from? Who told you about us? Not sure. Watch a lot of crochet channels and you love crocheting. Well, I'm glad you came here. I do have to put a disclaimer on. Today is a Friday sit and knit. Now, we are working on a baby sweater. But if you don't knit, it's okay. You can bring in your own project and crochet away. This is a place of safety and serenity and peace and quiet. And, well, sometimes it's not too quiet. Bonnie gets in there telling people, leave your epithelials. Don't forget your thumb. And then she's got a little ruler. It looks kind of like, oh my gosh, Bonnie, did you take it home with you last time? Oh, no, here it is. Looks kind of like this. And I'm telling you, Antonia, if you don't hit the thumb, Sister Bonnie will get you. It's a game we play. So it just lets you know how much love is in this cottage. It's so much love in this cottage that I encourage people to bring a bucket along with them besides their project so that they can soak up all the love that's here in the cottage with all of the friends that come together 3 times a week. And when you leave, you take a bucket full of love with you. And then as you go about your day, you just scoop in there and give a scooperful to somebody who's maybe not having a very good day at all. And that way we can, like Pebbles says, spread the love. I'm glad you're here too, sweetheart. All right, let me see who else is here. You love the cinnamon rolls? There's Jennifer. Pebbles! And Deidre's here. They're sitting under the dryer. I love it. Do you bring your knitting along? And there's the crafty gypsy. Now, this is a real test, and I don't think I'm going to pass it. I think it's Jessie. I think it's my friend Jess. But I got to get the book out to make sure. I'm pretty sure it's Jess. All of the names that don't give me a name, I ask for your given name. If you choose to give me your given name to use in the chat, I write it down in the book so that when I see your channel name, I sometimes remember your given name. And I have one lady who comes into the chat that prefers not to be called her given name, only wants to be called her channel name, which is fine. Well, I've got a couple of them for different reasons. Let's see. But I associate Jessie and Gypsy together. Well, it is not in my book. How about that? So I must have thought I could remember it. So I think it is Jessie. See, I told you, Bonnie, missing in action are how many thumbs? Come on, everybody. I don't want to spend my whole time asking for thumbs. I'll shut up when you hit the button. That's Sister Bonnie. Crafty. Hello, hello. You can't crochet. Cat's on your lap. You have to hide your yarn when she. Oh, I know that. I know for 2 reasons. One, she stretches out over my whole lap and I have no place for my blanket. And 2, if I try to work on a blanket while she's on my lap, I get kitty fur in my blanket. And I don't like to do that because you don't know if that baby or that person has an allergy. And honestly, I don't wash my blankets before I send them out. So, what you see is what you get. Knitting the rib of your sweater, then you have 2 arms to finish. Well, Jennifer, I'm going to show you a new way today. Leanie's here, and Cece's here. Hello, Cece. And Regina Provenzano. I'm sending you a package because I'm not going to get to it. I think you know what I mean. I hope you know what I mean, because we're not going to discuss it in case anybody else pops up. But you know what I mean. Oh, okay, Jeanette. I will get on the horn and see what I can do. Okay. Good morning, Loopy Knots. And I don't think Loopy's in my book either. But she may not want me to know her given name. And that's okay. That's okay if you don't. Loop, 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 loop. Loop, loop, loop. Too old to care. The Spoony Stitcher, Shannon. Nope, I don't have Loopy in here. I got Oodles and Caboodles. Okay. You're making a bunch of Sunita's desk bunnies. No, so. Oh, that's good. Oh, Bonnie. See, I knew you'd find a way to make a sun bunny. One way or another, you would. And Deidre. That's right. There's no calories in these. And did you notice I put raisins in my cinnamon roll? Bonnie, it's a thing we do. It's okay. It's a thing we do. Uh-oh, Pebbles is birthing some bunnies again. I'm telling you, sometimes she can't come online because she's in the warren birthing bunnies. Hello, sweetheart. How are you today? I hope you're feeling lots better. Oh, good, Sally. Lydia, I am doing well today. Although my body's falling apart, I'm doing well. Because, if you remember a long time ago, I said this to you. Today is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Number one, He made it for us. He didn't have to make this day. He could have stopped the world, but He didn't. He loves us so much. He made this day for us. Look for all the gifts in this day that He's giving you. It could be a cardinal in your yard or a hummingbird. It could be a deer going across the road or standing on the side of the road just munching the morning or the evening grass. It could be your flower bloomed today. It could be the clouds in the sky. It could be that when you put your creamer in your coffee this morning, it looked like a hurricane. Look for those gifts. You'd be amazed how many you have throughout the day that you never even saw before. Moonrose! Thank you, Deidre, for leaving your epithelials on the screen. I have not mailed anything yet. I have been a slug and my table is piling high, and I just decided to go and mail 5 things, and then tomorrow I'll mail 5 more things, and we'll get them out, and you'll get them. You really will. And they'll be so surprising to you when you get them. You might not even remember you won them. But you did, and you'll get them. Lena! Susan Burke and Cherry Reynolds. Cherry Reynolds is getting a big surprise. She and her mom both. Just call me Loopy. That's what I needed to know, Loopy. Thank you. That makes me happy that I know. And Charlotte Brown is here today. Hello, 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 sweetheart. Yeah, thank you to all the thumbs. And those who didn't, they're getting the ruler across the knuckles, says Sister Bonnie. I'm telling you, she's a stickler for thumbs. My sister Eileen, I love you so much. And Tammy. And there's Sam. Sam, I think I'm going to call you later. You know my time better than I know your time. So how about if you type in the chat a good time, my time, to call you? Okay? And then that way, I won't be waking you up in the middle of the night because I don't know what time it is over there. Marlena, hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Paula Mulford. Woohoo! You guys are both coming at the same time. Hello, hello. Mimi, I'm so glad you're feeling better, sweetheart. Thank you, Regina. Now, see how that goes out? I don't know why that's doing that. Okay, maybe it won't do it now. I don't know. We'll see. Jenny, good morning. Next week, Jenny goes to the doctor's, and if he approves her um, to drive again, she had a knee replaced. So if he approves her to drive again, we're going to go out to lunch the following week, and I'm excited because I haven't seen her for a month. Well, I don't see her. Well, it'll be 2 months. Excuse me. It'll be 2 months because we didn't get to see each other last month because they moved her surgery up. I'm drinking water, guys. I'm drinking water. Okay, let's get to the bottom here. I think most everybody that's coming in is. Oh, Bonnie, I wish I could come and sit in that big recliner and I'd tell you what to clean next. I was outside working in the yard 2 days ago and lifting pots and filling them up with dirt and planting new plants and moving things around, and I got sore muscles. Besides, I started doing some chair exercises, and Mr. Elmo put up a ballet bar on the short wall up in the common room. And so I do plies and I do my points, and I don't know what the one is where you do that. I don't know what that's called anymore, but I do those, my stretches, and just to keep level, not to get ahead. I don't think I'm ever going to get ahead again, but just to keep from falling backwards, I guess, going backwards. And I can't help getting older, but I don't want to get old. So I'm going to fight it every way that I can by drinking water and eating better and doing my exercises. So doing some exercises this morning, and oh, my thighs are pretty tight. Oh, Mimi's on her way over. Yeah, everybody, greet Antonia. She's a newbie today, so tell her thank you, thank you. Benvenidos, I think is what you say. Aw, Lydia, you've really had some tough times this last year. And there's Demetria, and there's my Nino, my little Antonino, whom I love so much. Got your earbuds in and listening. Good. Well, listen to this. I love you! How's that? Enjoy the birds. That's right. You set that aside for an hour, Lydia, because you're here at the cottage where you're safe and you're happy and you're at peace. And there's only love here. There's no sorrow. You have to leave that at the door. Oh, Antonia, I forgot to tell you, when you come into the cottage, you have to leave your shoes at the door because I don't like vacuuming. Leave your shoes and all your worries and troubles at the door. None of that comes in the cottage. This is a safe place. This is a peaceful, loving place. No junk comes in. So I hope you like it here. Loopy. And there's Michael. Oh, Michael, I love you so much. Just knowing that you're sitting here while you're working on your project, it means the world to me. Just knowing that you're here. You don't have to chat in the chat. Some of my best friends are silent listeners and workers. And there's Zoila. And there's Marsha Lee. Hello, hello. Now, those of you who don't know, Marsha Lee really is blind. She's not totally blind. She can see things. She's not totally black blind. She can see some things, but she is blind. And she still keeps right on crocheting beautiful things. So don't you ever give up. Don't become a victim. I think that is the most important advice I can give you today is don't ever become a victim. This is the day the Lord has made. Rejoice. Rejoice and be glad in it. You can always find something good. If you can't find something good, pull that card out of your pocket that you found last week and rejoice about it. And if nothing else, rejoice that you are the child of a king. Your Father in heaven loves you unconditionally, just like my sun bunnies do. All right, moving right along. Who else is here today before we get started? Real good on the thumbs. Good. Nilsa. Hello, hello, Nilsa. Welcome to Miss C's cottage. Come in, leave your shoes at the door on the mat out there, and all your worries and troubles and your uglies, leave them at the door. Come in. This is a safe place, full of love, as you can tell by the chat. And when you leave, take a bucket full of love with you to give to others. I'm so glad you decided to stop in today. I hope you like what we have. Today is not a crochet day. Today is a knit day. But the other 2 days of the week are crochet days. And Sunday, we're making a monkey. So if you'd like to learn how to make a monkey, think about coming back on Sunday at noon. Zoila! Zoila's the bomb, in case you don't know. Welcome, welcome, Nilsa. The Tunisian king. Ooh, I like that, Marsha Lee. I like that. Okay, Zoila, we'll sit here and wait for you. Supervise the grands from your recliner until you drift off. Yes, ma'am. I have been scrubbing it every night before I go to bed, so it's clean in the morning, Bonnie. I can't get that out of my head. If you've got a cup that's got a top, a screw top, and a washer, a rubber washer in it, whether it's screw top or not, you need to take that out and take this rubber washer off and scrub it every night. Otherwise, mold can build up in there, because where does mold grow? In damp, dark places. What is the inside of this cup? A damp, dark place. So Bonnie told me, do not drink out of that cup until you've scrubbed it. So now I scrub my cup every night so that I have a clean cup to use in the morning. Deidre. You were over at Kiwi's Corner, and that was fun last night. I don't know Kiwi's Corner. I'm going to write it down so that I will take a look. And I just dropped my sweater on the floor. Look up. For those of you who don't know, my brain is going. Let's see, half my brain is gone, and the other half's out looking for it, is what Mr. Elmo tells me. So I have to write things down, and half the time I write them down and forget them on the table, or I can't remember where I put it. Look up Kiwi's Corner. Now that name sounds kind of familiar, but I don't know. Oh, Leanie. Oh, you and I are so much alike. I used to have the job jar. And if they took a job out of the jar, I'd put all the things that needed to be done on Saturday on little slips of paper and put them in the jar. And they got to pick from the jar. And whatever they got to do, then they would get a prize afterwards. And it would be a popsicle or a sucker, or I'd make them a new shirt, or, whatever they wanted. They could pick, they had a prize. Till they caught on that they were working for it. I got to vacuum again. Who heard me in New Mexico? Michelle! Hello, hello. Heading to Lowe's. We were at Lowe's yesterday. We went to Lowe's yesterday. Did I go in? Yes, I did. I picked up 3 flowers for the front garden. We're finished with the back garden, and now I'm starting to work on the front garden because I sit on the front porch a lot too, and there's no flowers out there. So I told Mr. Elbow, I think we're finished with the viewing stand, and we need to move to the front. Miss Antonia, welcome to the cottage. Yes, yes, yes. Cordless vacuum cleaner. You know what? If you vacuum it all up, then you don't have to worry about it, do you? And you can breathe better. And Jeanette says, I was given an award from the veterans for all that I've done for them. You see, you sit there and you keep going and you keep going and you keep going and you can't hardly breathe and your hands hurt and you get tired and you want to take a nap, but you keep going and you keep going and you think, why am I doing this? And then you get an award. And someone says, thank you for all that you do for our veterans because they are needy people and they need what you have. And thank you for giving it. Thank you for making it and sharing it with them. That's why we do the things we do, just to get a smile on somebody's face. That's awesome. That's awesome. No, Marshallie knows Bonnie. And Bonnie doesn't get by with much because Marshallie's right there. I love it. Lurking and working. I love you too, sweetheart. No, I can't either. It's really hard for me to crochet and talk at the same time. All right, I think we've got everybody in the chat. Oh, there's Niecy. My niecey came in and saying hello to everybody. You found $30. Wow, that's awesome, Rosie. That's right. It's just a test. And we're really practicing. This is just a test. Jeanette, do you have the opportunity to take a picture of your award and then Gmail it to me? And then I can show it on the chat Sunday. That would be awesome. Because if one of us wins, we all win. MG57. Ooh. Hello, hello. Welcome to the cottage. Are you in government service? We have people around here that used to be in government service, so a lot of our stuff is hush hush. But welcome to the cottage. This is Miss Z's cottage, home of the Sun Bunny. People in the chat have been given, those who wanted them have been given the Sun Bunny recipe, and they are making Sun Bunnies. and giving them to people so that they know that somebody loves them unconditionally. If you'd like one, let me know and I'll get it to you. Oh, that's pretty cool. We got 3 new people in here this morning. I love it. I do clean the cup every night. No, Marshall, don't you dare give up, because if you give up, then I want to give up. But you are not a victim. You're a fighter. Not the boxing type, but you are fighting with your strength, your inner strength. And Nisi, I'm so glad you came to the cottage today. Adrian. Oh, and Kiwi's the name of her bird. Well, there's another clue that's rambling around in there. Well, Leni, it could have been defective, but it could have been mold, but they would have found out. So I'm thankful that they sent you a new one. Kiwi's Crochet Corner. Okay. I'll just put a little in there and put crochet. I do remember that Kiwi is the name of her bird. Yeah. I got it up on the thing. I think that's awesome. If you want to send me a picture of it, I'll show everybody. Oh, Deidre. I hope you do feel better. I love tiger lilies. Welcome, welcome, Rebecca. Deidre, this is a safe place to come in and sit. So anytime you're not feeling good, you come over here. Fritzer! There's my little Fritzer. Water break! Okay, everybody stop and get a drink of water. Okay, back to work. I think that is awesome. Jillian Siri will not spell your name right. Jillian. Yeah, Leni, but they are special when they come, aren't they? They are special. And those people have done some special things for us, and it's nice to know that they think we're special. Fritz! Rebecca, welcome, welcome, welcome to the cottage. I'm so glad you stopped in today. All right, getting down to the bottom. Michelle plays hooky. She hasn't had much time to play hooky. Nino, you're a hoot. Hello, Gracie Canales. Gracie gifted me some things, and it was very, very nice surprise. I noticed that, but you don't have much time to play hooky anymore. Well, I guess if you're on here, you're playing hooky because you got a whole house full of people that don't give you much time to play. You got your grocery shopping done last night, Nisi, so you could come. I'm so glad you made it to the cottage today. Mary's Crafty Corner. Okay, the new people that have come in, don't forget your thummies. You don't want... There's Diana, my sister Diana. All right, we're down to the bottom. And I think that I can go ahead and flip over to the other camera and we'll work on the sweater that we're working on today, because today I'm going to show you how to add on the sleeves. All right, let me flip over. Those of you who are working on your sweater, we are knitting. This is Friday Sit and Knit. We are knitting a sweater, a baby sweater. I am knitting the 3-month size, birth to 3. And I don't know why that does that. But I'm also giving you the directions for 6-month size. So I started out with 40 stitches. You can start out with, I think you start out with 60 stitches. And touch anything. I didn't touch anything. Honestly. Okay. Okay. Wait, I missed something. There's Unique Amazing Stripes. Hello, hello. Lydia came here because she knew she'd get, she could soak up some love here. Yeah, okay. Let's start another project. Okay, okay, I'm going to flip over to the other camera. And then you can see this camera, there's a delay. And I'm going to say delay, and then I'm going to move my finger, and you'll see how much of a delay it is, okay? Delay. I love it. Okay, I'm moving the cinnamon roll with the raisins and the Oreo cookie and these little sugar cookies with frosting on the top. I'm going to move them out of the way and set them over there by the coffee. This is a hokey little thing that I think will work. So it's just a picture frame with my camera on the top, and we're going to see if this works. Okay, I have knitted across. Oh no, this is stockinette, because this is every round you knit every row. This is stockinette, and the other is called, somebody tell me, where's my Sam? You knitter Sally, you can tell me too. What's the other ones? Garter stitch. Is this the garter stitch, or is this the garter stitch? Kayla, you can tell me too. This is the garter stitch. Whoops. This is the garter stitch, and this is stockinette. Garter stitch is knit every row. Okay, this is garter stitch. Okay, so I was right in saying that this is stockinette. All right, I'm going to get this out of the way. And I have got to fix these stitches here. because they came on crooked. And this one should be over here. Whoops. You gotta go in under this one, over this one, I think. And this one, nope. Okay, I'm gonna fix them when I come back. I'm gonna go across this row, and I'm just putting all these right back on, okay? And then I'll fix them when I get to them. And this will show you how to fix them if you do yours. Okay, oh, this is not easy with this thing. All right, I'm just gonna knit across this row. See, now this one is backwards, so I'm gonna take it off and put it back on the right way so I can knit it. And then, because we've got this we have to deal with. So I need to take this stitch over the top of this. So I can get this stitch. And then I still have this one that's not connected. So I need to put this one over the top of this one and then knit it. Okay. So since I got them fixed, I'm going to put them back on this needle. See, this one's, is that backwards? Oh, you know what? I gotta. I'm taking these stitches off because I need to be back at the beginning or the end of this row. Okay, I think that's right. That looks a whole lot better. A whole lot better. All right, here's what we're going to do. We need to add on 5 stitches. Okay, so I'm going to add on I'm going to add on 5 stitches. I'm going to come from the front to the back, and I'm going to knit this stitch, put the stitch on this needle, but I'm not taking it off of this needle. I'm going to come around behind it. Oh, you know what? I can't do this. You only can do it at the other end. So let's, all right. You know what? This is going to be a bust. Let's try this. Let's put this last stitch back on this needle. We're on the back side. I think I got it now. Okay, I am going to switch my I don't like doing this. I'm going to go across. You guys aren't even going to come next Friday. Okay, I'm going across, and I'm going to add them on the right side so that I can see what I'm doing. I apologize. You know what? I thought I knew what I was doing, but remember, I told you earlier in the chat that half my brain was gone. And for those of you who are knitters, you already know that I've been doing it wrong for 10 minutes. And I thank you because nobody said, Miss C, you're being silly today. You're doing it wrong. Oh, Leanie, I love you so much. Guys, this isn't going to work. I'm going to have to come up with a new setup. I know that right now because this isn't working well. My camera's moving. Oh gosh, see what I did on my hand? I hit something and this tore the skin and it flipped back underneath. So I just took my little scissors and pulled the flap back out, and then and now it's healing up really nicely. But then wouldn't you know, I went and did it on this side. Oh boy, I'm telling you, this getting old business is getting old. I did not realize it, but on my screen is a little red rectangle that tells me how many minutes I've been on. And this is what I've been on over a year in January. I've been making lives and never knew that. That shows you how observant I am, you guys. Okay, I think we're on a roll now. And I appreciate your patience with me. All right, we're coming down to the wire. We're going to make our last crochet, but we're not going to stop. We're going to go in this way and make another stitch. Okay, so now we have 41 stitches on. Now I'm going to take this stitch off, the one that we just made. I'm going to remake it, and I'm going to add another stitch. And you can't see my hands, so I'm going to take a minute and adjust this camera. That ought to be better. I'm going to take this stitch off, put it back on my left-hand needle, and I'm going to do it again. And that's the one I just took off, but I'm going to make an extra one by going through the back. And that should be 4 that we've put on. No, 3. 1, 2, 3. We've made 3. Okay, so we're going to take this off again. We're going to make the 3, and we're going to go in the back. And make 4. We're going to take number 4 off. And then make 4 and 5. Now I think we should have 5 stitches. Let's count and see how many we really have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches. We've added 5 stitches to the edge, and that is the beginning of our arm. So we're going to come over here and we're going to purl across. Put my yarn down there so I can pull it a little easier. And we're going to just purl these stitches. 1, 2, 3. There's your 4 new stitches. Excuse me. 4 and 5. Your 5 new stitches for your sleeve. And then the rest of this is just purling across until we get to the other side. And hopefully by then I'll remember how to do increases on the purl side. Okay, what's in the chat? Something is awesome, Jeanette. I think Jeanette needs a lot of oh, come on now. Why are you dying on me? The battery? I think Jeanette should get a lot of praise. I think she's the same age I am, I think, if I remember correctly. Anyway, she's getting up there, and she has cancer. She has stage 4 cancer, and you know that's not fun. And oh no, Mimi! Sandra here. Hello, Sandra. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And the Zach man's here. Better leave your thumb or she's going to get the ruler out. Oh, Sam, you didn't know that one? Well, I can't believe I taught you something. Sam is the knitter, and she knows. I thought she knew everything about knitting. So I'm glad to be able to show you something after all of the things that you have showed me. And I leave this needle in place. And I don't use it much. Just I could tuck it under my arm, you know, and knit the way the Irish knit with the long needle under your arm, and you don't move it. You do everything right here at the tips. And this just goes up and down, up and down, and up and down, and up and down. And you can keep it under your arm and it doesn't move. Uh-oh, look at here. See what that is? That's a stitch that didn't get stitched, so we're going to have to stitch it. All right, now we can stitch this one. There you go. And that's the nice thing about knitting, is that if you have put it on wrong, or if you've dropped one stitch and you can catch it, it's not so hard to fix. It's much easier with crochet. Order my part because I'm on my way for Friday wings. Ooh! Gotta make the bed. All right, Bonnie, you make the bed. Don't forget to tuck in the corners. And I'll keep going across. You're not missing much. I'm just going across with the purling part. Zach, man, I'm so glad you're here today. Are you doing okay? Rosie, I don't think she really burnt the cookies. I just think that she said that just for the fun of it. And Diana's back just in time. We're at the end of the row and show you how to add stitches for the sleeve on the other side. I know not everybody's knitting. And we've got 3 minutes, and I'll show you how to add these stitches. We're at the last one. We're going to purl, so we're going to purl that one, and then let me think how to do this. I think we have to go in the back, don't we, and get this one? And no, then that winds up a purl, doesn't it? Okay, and we can't go back through there, so we must we have to have it in the front. Maybe we do. We can't go in there. Then we get a yarn over, and that's still a purl or still a knit. We want the. Okay, do we do this? Yeah. That it? No, we did not add a stitch. Yes, we did add a stitch. All right, now I just need to remember how we did that. We'll take this stitch off. And we're going to purl and no, that's a yarn over. And purl. Nope. Got to be in the front. Purl. Nope, that's a stitch. That's a knit. Okay. Gee whiz, guess what? It's time for us to do our prayer thing. And give me until next Friday to figure out how to add. Aren't you glad you guys come on Friday? I'm telling you. This should have been a wacky Wednesday because you don't know what you're getting when you come here. But I do promise you, upon my honor, that I will learn how to do that. I know how to do it. I just have forgotten it. But I will learn how to do it again. I will remind myself this week on how to increase on a purl stitch. I have the knit book right here. I have this wonderful knit book. And I love this knit book because, guys, I have to tell you, this was my mother's knit book. And so it will show in here how to increase on a purl row. And I will be ready. But right now, we have 10 seconds. And so I will tell you prayers for everyone that needs prayers this week. And my prayer is that God will hold you in the palm of his hand and cover you with his wing until the storms in your life have passed. And I will see you all on Sunday. And don't forget, I love each and every one of you. No conditions. without condition. Just the way you are. You are perfect. And I love you. Bye, y'all.